Libra, my name is Gregory Scott. Thank you for joining me today in this forecast for April. I'm having a look at the astrology and the tarot influences and energies that you'll be working with and that really are going to influence the way the month looks for you. Okay, so there's a lot to cover. I want to get started straight away. And at the beginning of the month, the north node of the moon is in your first house. So there's going to be a real sense and a longing and an almost yearning to become the kind of version of you that you've always wanted to be. I think that's something that's familiar to you, but it's going to be highlighted at the beginning of the month. So don't discard that feeling. Look into it and see, what is it I'm meant to be doing? And I feel that you're going to get a lot of the answers to those questions from other people. They will know you. They will see what your potential is. So speak to people about your dreams and what can be achieved. Mars goes into Taurus on the 1st of April as well, and it stays there all month. Now, Mars is the archetypal warrior, the masculine planet of desire and what it is you want and what you want to achieve. And that's in your 8th house of other people and people influencing you. So, I really think that you're going to feel very strong in terms of your own beliefs and what it is you want, and I don't think you're going to have a lot of time for other people blocking you. So there may be a tendency to be a little bit more short-tempered than you usually are, and to really not tolerate any sort of contradictions by other people, which is interesting for you, Libra, because you do like to get along with people and you are a diplomat and you do care. This month you're not going to take a lot of grief, especially if it's unwarranted. If people are just giving you, creating problems for you, I don't think you're going to put up with that very long. So plant that in your mind, kind of become aware of that tendency within yourself, and surround yourself with people who offer you constructive information and who don't waste your time, because that's going to irritate you a little bit. Okay. There's a full moon occurring on the 4th of April, and that's next to your north node, which I mentioned, in your first house in Libra. So this full moon is occurring in your house, okay? This is all about you. And this full moon is about, who am I? Libra you're gonna ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? Is this the right job for me? Am I in the right relationship? What do I want to do with my life? So it's not fun and games, it's big questions, and it's big important questions that could alter the direction of your life. So the 4th isn't just a full moon though, it's also a lunar eclipse. And it means that that energy that you're going to be engaged with is, the full moon is a period of culmination and things coming to fruition. So you're going to be feeling that. But then the Earth's shadow moves over the moon and blocks it out. And it's going to be like chalk on a chalkboard. It's going to be like, you know, it's going to be really disturbing. And what that does is it brings in new energy and it helps you to acquire new information and it allows you to expand. So I feel that you've asked yourself those kind of questions in the past. What am I supposed to be doing with my life? Am I going to do this? Is this right for me? And because of this lunar eclipse, you're going to have the additional energy that you need to break through that once and for all. So if you have been a little bit lost or adrift in a sea of options with no idea which way to go, the full moon is going to offer you that breakthrough that you've been looking for. This is better than any kind of aptitude test that you can ever do, because your inner self will tell you what the answers are. Venus goes into Gemini on the 12th of April, and that's in your 9th house of education. So I really think the breakthroughs that you have around the new moon eclipse time will give you the answers, and then by the 12th you'll start to make plans to either move your location or to study something new or to just change your career. But I really think that you're going to become enamored with something that you genuinely like, and you're like, yes, I know now, I want to be a hairdresser. I didn't realize that, but now I want to be a hairdresser. That you actually sign up for the course or you become an apprentice or whatever, you enjoy that and you start to make plans to put that into motion. Mercury goes into Taurus on the 8th, and I think this is like a story, wow. I think you'll start to hear back from some of the applications that you make. Or you'll start to get a phone call that says, yes, we can do this, and it becomes a practical reality in your life. Okay? So again, on the 4th of April, I discovered that I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a housewife. Okay? I speak to my partner about it on the 12th, and I become excited with the idea, and we start to see how that could work out in real life on the 15th. And it starts to become a practical reality. It's great, but basically, regardless of what the actual details are, lawyer, housewife, astronaut, whatever, it's the practical side of things that works here. I'm starting to discover what it is I love, and I can make it a practical reality in my life. And that's what life is about, isn't it? It's about having a life that serves you and that you can be happy with and that excites you. And sometimes we do have to make changes to get to where we want to go. Now, there is a new moon on the 18th of April, and because of that lunar eclipse, it's the second new moon of the month. Not technically, but energetically. And this one is in your relationship sector in Aries. And new energy flows into that sector of your life now. That's interesting. So you start to focus on improving your relationships and how you can have a relationship, again, that suits your needs more, and that also will be helpful to you in terms of moving forward. So Libra, whereas usually you're very diplomatic and very interested in what other people have to say, this month you're very interested in what you want. And I really applaud that, because you need to focus on you a little bit more sometimes as well, and you do that in April. And when you know what you want, then you can make your life better, you can be happier, and then you can spread that happiness to people around you. On the 26th, I see that some of your hopes and dreams in terms of relationship become true. Jupiter, Moon, Ascendant are all in your 11th house, and they trine Uranus in the midheaven in your 7th house. So something occurs in your relationships that has been a hope and dream for a long time, and it becomes true. Whether that dream is to have a boss who understands you, fine. If it's a boss to meet someone that you love looking at, then you'll see that person. If it's finally getting your idea across to someone who will understand, then that comes true. But it is personal to you. Whatever it is your dream has been, that becomes a reality. So really look out for that. I'm going to draw a card here to give you an overall theme for the month. And the card is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is the archetypal apprentice. He has an idea of doing something new, and he makes practical inroads into achieving that. So I really see you changing something here in your practical circumstances as a result of the ideas you get in around the period of the full moon / lunar eclipse at the beginning of the month. Really, really important for you, Libra. If you'd like some additional guidance in that sense of what your direction is, where you want to go, then please get in touch with me for a personal reading. We can have a look at your birth chart, which is more specific because it's based on your actual date of birth and time of birth. Have a look at the website gregoryscott.com and click on the Readings tab. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and have a fabulous April. Speak to you soon. I'm using the Radiant Rider Waite deck for this reading. Let's see what's coming up. Okay.